Some more news coming in. Let's go straight to that. This has got to do with the pothole menace. Mumbai has been rained out. Massive monsoon mayhem. A rider has died after his bike overturned due to a pothole. An ST bus coming from the rear drove over him in Thane's Ghodbundar Road, Kajupada area at around 11 o'clock yesterday. Waterlogging this traffic congestion in Mumbai, and these are potholes once again taking the life of people, of commuters, unsuspecting commuters, of falling prey to these potholes. One of them has lost his life just yesterday in one such pothole. In fact, a man from Thane has lost his life in this region. Dave Kotak is getting us more details on that story. Dave, unfortunately, it's not just the issue or the inconvenience really of waterlogged roads and people finding it difficult to commute. Potholes and the problem surfaces year after year, and it's causing deaths like the kind we've seen yesterday. This is just so unfortunate to even having to ask you about a pothole killing a person in this particular region, in this particular area.
Yes, absolutely. To begin with, to make things very clear for our viewers, firstly, let me just show you the kind of problems that people have to face when they have to navigate through waterlogged areas or low-lying areas. If our cameraman can point it out, see, this is the area. It is a very integral junction. We are in the Matunga area, and we don't know how many more potholes are beneath under this water. You can see you have to go at least through wading, through ankle-deep water. And what happened yesterday in Thane as a result of the pothole, this is not the first time a life in the city of Mumbai or Thane has been lost so cheaply. The BMC fails to check, or the Thane Municipal Authority and the civic authorities at last, they do not check all of this prior to the rainy season or the monsoons begin. This work starts only after heavy rains start lashing the city, and a massive downpour greets the city of Mumbai and catches Mumbaikars unaware. So let me tell you, this is just one incident of a pothole, but however there have been house collapses, tree falling incidents. That is how cheaply lives are lost. Also, a life being lost because of a pothole and his bike overturning is something that we expect every year. Not to sound insensitive, but the civic authorities still don't seem to have woken up. Of course, they are doing their job, but whatever they are doing is clearly not enough. So, as you can see, right now the kind of difficulties people are facing, this one person, he also fears that his car might just get stuck, that grey car that is moving, and it's managed to pass smoothly, but a few minutes ago, a lot of two-wheelers were also stuck. If you can see that tree, a shop, a small tiny pan shop out there has almost been buried underwater. How is this guy even going to come and start his business for the day? So these are the kind of common problems, like you said. This gentleman who has passed from the wrong side of the road. But what other choice do these guys have? They have no other option. This person out here is forced to use the pavement. They're like these people also. So, people losing their lives because of pothole is just one reason. However, we have also seen that the number of back problems or health problems also increased during this time.
Yes.
The vehicles severely get damaged and they need to be sent for servicing. Also, pregnant women, some of them have even suffered miscarriages in the past, having to go over these rocky, bumpy roads. But still, nobody seems to have taken notice of this fact and seems to have woken up. Despite the kind of casualties that take place, or how cheaply lives are lost in this manner,
unbelievable.
No one seems to really care.
Yes.
But the people of Mumbai, known for their resolute spirit, they can't not continue, but they also have to make their way and are forced to go to work or wherever they have to. These are the kind of very shocking and upsetting details that we have, Sneha.
Dave, what I want to ask you is that this is the country's richest civic body. There is no dearth of funds when it comes to the BMC. But what is the problem here? We have data that shows the number of people who die on the streets of Mumbai year after year because of potholes. We also have data to talk about the number of potholes. The BMC in the past has gone on to claim that there aren't any potholes in Mumbai city. What is the BMC saying now?
The BMC has always said, even when the rains were about to begin, they said that we are very well prepared, come what may. we are going to face it and overcome it, and we ensure to the people of this city that the similar kind of problems that have been taking place year after year do not happen anymore. But clearly, this promise of theirs seems to have fallen absolutely flat, as nothing was really done about it. Despite these empty promises of theirs, if I may say so, the water logging out here is extremely evident, and this is one of the hotspots. The Matunga area, the Sion area, Dadar, Parel, TT Junction, also even Hind Mata for that matter. They have sounded very confident that we will not allow these kind of similar problems to come up, because we have worked really hard. We have got the kind of infrastructure required in terms of the pumping machinery and those high power drainage pumps. But despite that, the water fills up every year. So there could be two reasons. Either they are extremely overconfident about the fact that they can deal with these kind of problems such as waterlogging, or they have clearly not worked upon it and their sense of judgment seems to have failed. Like every year, this year also it has happened. Also in excuse me, sorry. This year also in Dahisar, a pond was there, and a few kids had even gone there to sort of enjoy a picnic, and one boy even drowned. This is just yesterday this incident took place, a 19-year-old young boy, So these are the kind of problems. So how do these water bodies even start filling up in the first place? Had the high power drainage pumps been working right from the start, it wouldn't have really allowed these areas, these low-lying areas also to accumulate the kind of water they do year after year. So clearly it is a failure of their judgment and also overconfidence at the same time on the part of the Bombay Municipal Corporation that fails to keep all these things in check. So, but like I said, life moves on, things go on. These people who are here, this young kid who is, I think, going to his school, these children are forced to make their way through this. Their parents, putting in so much hard work amidst all of these efforts, such heavy downpour, these children are going to school. But what other choice do they have? Skipping education is definitely not a choice. So, you can really imagine the kind of problems the common man in this city has to face or is forced to sort of undergo through.